All right, it is time for the Disc Golf Valley Daily Challenge, July 29th, 2025. Northern Lights, Lakeside, and Nokia. We need -10, so just one eagle out there. I think I saw Lakeside 2. That'll be our eagle. Everything else will need to be birdies if we want that diamond score on this, our first time through. We'll play it one time through only. I go recoil here, bottom chevron, even with the end of this wall, out in the middle of the fairway. Give it a straight pullback. I think I gave that a tiny bit of anhyzer, but that's fine. That'll leave us a sapphire into the green. 614. Sometimes have to go recoil, sometimes can go musket. All right, put it about here, maybe a touch of hyzer, just to make sure it gets back into the fairway. Did I give it too much hyzer? It's going to be close. We're safe. Love it when it works like that. 48 footer to finish up here on one of the trickier holes in the game. Wow, look at that sway go left. I got to get that back to the right. There we go. All right, one birdie down. Two more par 4s left on Northern Lights. Hole 1 could pick up a bonus here. Don't want to be too aggressive with it since we're on track. I slide right, put the bottom chevron somewhere around here, lining it up with this bush and this tree, and then give it some anhyzer. Ooh, that swayed up and got really high on me. Did not turn over nearly enough. No chance at eagle here. Just trying to be safe. Get down there where we can make a throw in for our birdie. 50 footer. All right. Not the best case, but stayed out of trouble. And hole 8, sticky rive, slide left, bottom chevron even with this railroad sign. Usually out here, but with this wind, I'm going to move left and try to turn it over a little bit. Hope it blows it back over the wall. It did, and we got past the rocks, so everything looking good so far. Didn't get too close to the house. And we're far enough up, I think we can go sticky again. We have to throw this pretty high to get over this building, but I think we'll be okay. Could go water skip there for a little more ground play at the end, but I felt like sticky would be good, and we don't mind being 36 feet short. That is perfectly fine. Into the headwind, so we put that chevron under the band, because we will get lift off that headwind. All right, on to Lakeside. Something a little brighter here. Glide musket, probably not enough into this headwind, but we'll throw a little lower than normal. Normal aim point is about right here. I'm going to go lower and more left. Give it some hyzer. Maybe it gets there. Ooh, that would have got there. A little too much hyzer, or probably just moved it too far left. All right, so that wasn't much of a headwind at all. There will be people acing that as they grind for the low daily here. All right, tricky headwind here. I'm going to go forehand light glide, or sorry, backhand light glide instead of forehand, and power it down just a tiny bit. Looks like I put too much hyzer on that, but it should be safe. Good thing I powered it down, or that was skipping over the edge. 52 footer, chevron into the band. About 50 feet of power. All right, final hole on Lakeside is number 7 with not an ace wind. So I'm just going to throw my Explorer and take the layup. Could throw musket there if I really wanted an ace. I don't have a specific game point for that wind. It would just be a guess with the musket. Snuck that one over the nubs for the birdie. All right, finishing up on Nokia, 2 par 4s and a par 3. Don't need an eagle here, but it's kind of fun to try for it. I think I will lay up today. So slide right, sapphire, top chevron almost to the ground. Give it some hyzer to get through this gap right there. And that is your safe layup for the day. 255. Fuse, it's downhill, so we don't need the full power. Go about 210. Make sure you don't want to, you don't want to go long here, so make sure you don't underpower it, if anything. Getting in those bushes can cost you a stroke. All right, another par 4. Go sapphire here, slide right, second chevron even with this tree and out to the right. A little bit of hyzer, don't need too much since it's a right to left wind. That's going to scoot us up right next to the OB line. 299 with a 2 tailwind. Sounds like a musket to me. Don't need a sapphire from that distance. Forehand perfect at the pole. All right, 1 to go on Nokia. And par 3, I don't recall what number it was. It's number 9. Slide left, sticky musket. Top chevron on this tree, not quite to the ground, and give it some anhyzer to get through that gap right there over the short tee pad. Sliding right up to the base, and we'll finish out the 15-footer for the diamond score today. Let me know in the comments how you did. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow.